Hey guys, it's Tom from UK BMX, and today we're going to take a bit of a closer look at the metal Kizz frames, the reissue frames that they've done, the special edition Go Fast pull-up ones, 33 ever made in the world. Pretty cool story behind these. So let's get into it. So like I mentioned before, there's only 33 of these total made. They've done a gloss clear raw like this, a black as well as a burgundy, which I don't have here to show you unfortunately. 3 top tube sizes, 20.75, 21 and 21.25, which is pretty cool, kind of covers the broad spectrum of riders these days, and depending on what style you're doing as well. So these are made in the USA. They're based off the 1999 kind of Kizz frames that they did, the first ones. Dave Harrison of T1 and FBM fame have been making these. He's the guy who kind of did them back in the day. Luckily, Joe Cornell provided the original sticker artwork as well as all the original paint codes as well. So these are going to be as close as you can get to kind of like the original frame setups. They've got a head tube angle of 74.5, which is a little bit slack compared to today's stuff. Typically, like your BSG Freedom frame, for example, 75-degree head angle. Everything's getting quite steep at the front end, so these are more kind of your generic, relaxed, kind of early 2000s style. All double butted tubing throughout, all nice double butted. You've got a sweet little wishbone in the back end behind the bottom bracket there, with your mid-bottom bracket setup. Integrated seat clamp as well as seat clamp bolt. A standard 25.4 on that. You know, integrated headset cups for the standard bearings these days. Sweet little Go Fast pull-up top gusset there. Laser cut that out and then bent around and welded on. Just adds that little bit of extra kind of pop to these frames. It is part of that Go Fast pull-up documentary kind of thing that's come out. The story behind them was that they were doing the documentary, and then Gav Mo from UK BMX, Gav Co, he asked about, hey, you know, we should do some frames. And after a bit of digging around, they found out that S&M had a couple of the original dropouts from when they did these in 06 and 07 from the old Rebel frames. It had 33 of these dropouts lying about. So they went, hey, we'll make 33 frames. Speaking of the dropout and rear end, the rear end's quite long. We're talking like almost 14, just over 14 inches at the far end. It's pretty long these days. A lot of the frames nowadays are getting like 12.8, you know, 13.2, 13.35. But these are more your like old school kind of mid-school style, longer rear ends, which is great for the taller rider and people who are kind of used to that kind of stuff if you're looking for another frame. Again, with the wishbone, it's all welded in, nice with nice thick lower end chain stays as well as seat stays. Removable brake mounts as well up on the top. That fits in your little lunch bag there. All your frame mounts including the frame, which doesn't happen that often these days. So that's all removable along with a removable tab there for the brake end as well. You can fit up to a 2.4 inch tire in the back, which is great. Again, modern tire sizing. He's bent all the tubing quite nicely there. But yeah, super cool kind of retro frame, which is still USA made. Around 2.4 kilograms for the 20.75 top tube. Just getting pretty standard thanks to the double butted tubing. And you've all got all the stuff like bottom gusset, the bottom tubing and all that as well. So yeah, super nice set of frames. We've got black and raw in at the minute. They're up on elmsbmx.com. You can check out the pricing there. We do ship worldwide, so you can check.